Welcome to all of you. And now session second on Windows forensic. In the first session already hard disks related forensic delivered by our Neeraj sir. Now in this session we have my presentation is also too high and up to 240 PPT will be there. 240 PPT. I am surprising how to manage this too long PPT. Anyway, this whole PPT with practical experiment I will share in your online platform. And a short PPT will be here now, present with you. My real PPT is here. Okay, already done. Okay. So this PPT, total PPT counting is the 240, not sorry, 240 PPT. So it's okay. First, I try to sum. Otherwise, I have another short form of this PPT will be shared with you. All are comfortable to take time 45 minutes and more. Yes or no? First confirm. Okay. Okay. Windows forensic actually whole in Windows forensic we can if I want you want to complete knowledge basic idea regarding Windows forensic. So we can follow the module by the collecting violation information first, then collecting non-volatile information, Windows memory analysis, Windows registry analysis, and cache cookie and history analysis, MD5 calculation, Windows file analysis, metadata investigation, text box log, other audit event, forensic analysis event, Windows password issues, and forensic tool. This is the whole if I try to complete information in this our presentation. So this is regarding at least 240 number of PPT here. So one by one I try to my best. First we go for the first part, volatile information. The volatile information can be easily modified or lost when the system is shut down or rebooted. It helps to determine a logical time of the security incident and the user who would be responsible. Volatile data reside in register, cache, and RAM. In the volatile information, what we included, system times, logged on users, open file, network information, and all process information, network status, and command history like this. System time give a great deal of the context to the information collect later in the investigation. Assist in the developing an accurate timeline of event that occur on the system. System of time provide an idea of when an exploit attempt might have been successful. This is the example, and there is a time after firing the some command. I think in last session, Neeraj sir some command share with you and also give to you. What is the procedure? Log it on user, collect the information about user logged on to the system, both locally and remotely. Note down the context of the running process, the owner of a file, or the last access time on the file. Tools and command to determine logged on user. This is the traditional commands and tools: PS logged on, net session, login session. These are most popular, and since last 12 years, continuous use for Windows forensic. What happened when PS logged on the tools? It shows the name of the user logged on locally as well as remotely, such as via mapped there. So what the command firing on your screen? This is the syntax: PS logged on minus hyphen and minus L X and computer, your computer name and username. The help of this, we can easily identify logged on user. Next command is the net session. It gives the information about the username and IP used to access the system via a remote login session and the type of the client from which they are accessing type. Login on users, login session tool. It lists the currently active login session, and if -P option is specified, it listed the process running in its session. So look wise screen on your, this is showing that. Open file, collect the information about the file opened by the intruder using remote login. Tool and command used in opening the file information. Net file command, PS file utility, open file command. In this, you can remotely, investigator can check the server, send in request that via the tool, and which is displaying all the open shared file. So what the command type this? So net file command display the name of the all open shared list file on a server and number of file look on each file. The syntax of the next file command you can use net file ID and / and close. This is a CMD command. You can fire this. Use of the PS utility to list or close the file that remotely open. So same manner we can fire PS file / remote computers -U and what username and password and ID and path connected. So this is a practical session. Practical demonstration will be done after 3 p.m. and otherwise separate I share the video regarding this practical for that time keeping in my view. And the last, the first is the net file command, PS, and the last is that open file command. Open file command queries or display open file and also query display or disconnected file opened by network user. Syntax of the open file command. So here is some example. Here the command is the open file / space and parameter and argument. So this is the command. For example, open file forward, when time disconnected, what query and what location. Next is the network information. First, when the intruder gain remote access to a system, they want to know other systems that are available on the network that can be seen by the system they have comprised. When connections are made to other system using net voice communication, the system will maintain a list other system they have seen. Third is one, by viewing the content of the caches name table, investigator might be able to determine that other systems have been affected. So this is introduce internet and remote system. So how to do this? Here's the command netstat. Sorry. Okay. Network information by the command you can use net nb test hyphen manage remote name, and this is the command on your screen. So this is the practical part. So it is a separate I will share with the help of the video. But just you for your kind information, net BIOS name table caches maintain a list of connections made to other system using net BIOS. It contains the remote system name and IP addresses. You can use the Windows inbuilt command line utility netstat to view net BIOS name table caches. NB tstat with -c, which show the net BIOS table caches. So this command you can help the regarding the network information. Already tell to you ki practical part share by me in the separate video in online platform, also in your YouTube, your WhatsApp group. Okay. So it is a time you try to saving. And more in regarding this network connection, the information regarding network connection to and from the affected system. This allow you to locate what information, logit, attacker, IRC board communication, warm logging into the command and control server. And same manner, netstat is a tool for the collecting information regarding network connection. It provides a simple view of TCP and UDP connection and their state and network traffic statistics. Netstat with firing the -no switch display the TCP and UDP network connection, listening, fault, and identification. So here screenshot regarding this such types of display command firing in the command prompt. So you can see here the local address and foreign address and state and other information in this manner. It will be help to you. If you are firing the -R switch, so display the routing table and show the position router enabled on the system. There's just if firing here, a screenshot on your screen that destination, router destination, network, gateway, interface, and everything. Now process information. Investigate the processing and running on the potential compromised system and collect the information from the task manager. Not all information is visible and in the task manager. In visual information that is to be collected include what inclusion, the full path to the executable image, dot extension file, the command line used to the launch the process, if any, the amount of time that the process has been running, the security user context that the process is running in, which a module the process has loaded, the memory content of the process. Process information more, here is the one by one. Tool and command used to collect detailed process information. What include? Task list, PS list, list TLL files, and handle. Task list is the native utility including Windows XP Pro and Fusion, and also till time also. It provides option for output formatting with choice between table, CSV, and list format. So task list with the forward V switch provide information about the listed process, including the image name, PID name, and number of session for the process. Process information, if firing this command, task list /B. So screen you such types of information on display. On your screen, if firing in a command prompt, so one by one you can see it. Process information, PS list, so look like this. Basic information about in the PS list, running process on a system, and PS list -X we can firing. So this is the display detail about the threads and memory used by the each process. If you firing the list DLS tool, show the module or DLS that are in use by the process. These DLS are important and they provided actual code that use. Handle is utility, the display information about open handle for any process in the system. It shows information about the open file, port, registry, key, and threads. This information useful to determine the resources accessed by the process while it is running. This firing and such types of display on the screen. Mapping, process to port mapping, or trace which process is used, which port and which protocol is connected in which IP. Tools and command for this process, netstat command and ePortal. Okay. First of all, actually a whole PPT is my command base. First, I confirm to ki all are aware about such types of forensic command firing and testing involved. Yeah, all are fresh. First, give in the chat box message. Anyone? Yes, yes, Mohan Kaur, are you aware about such types command familiar? Yes or no? Lavanya, are you aware? I think first, okay. First we go another thing. Okay, it's okay. First, I just aware about. If you are aware, then it's okay. Again, I repeat here. I think your response are not receiving. So I think you are not well aware about command prompt. Okay, so don't worry. I just basic information given first, then we can type. PPT, both PPT, this PPT is also shared with all of you. So first of all, what is the Windows forensic? The Windows forensic including the process of conducting or performing forensic investigation of system which run on Windows operating system. It includes analysis of incident, response, recovery, and auditing of equipment used in executing any criminal activity in order to accomplish such intricate forensic analysis. The investigator should possess extensive knowledge of the Microsoft Windows operating system. The condition is here, if first you have basic and exclusive knowledge of the Microsoft operating system. Then you must be aware, understanding the volatile evidence. Most of the system store information associated with this accession in temporary type across registries, caches, and RAM. This information is well lost when the user switches the system off, leading to the loss of the session data Therefore, the primary responder got to extract it as a priority. Why volatile information is vital? Order of volatility. Volatile information assortment methodology and collection volatile data alongside the tools. So first is go for the why volatile information is vital. Volatile data refers to the data hold on within the register, cache, and RAM of the digital devices. This data is lost or erased whenever the system is turned off or rebooted. The volatile data is dynamic in nature and keep it dynamic with time. Therefore, the incident responder investigator ought to be able to collect the information in real time. Volatile information exists within the physical memory of the RAM and consists of the method data, process to port mapping, method memory, network connections, writing baud content state of system, and so on. The incident responders, investigators should collect this information throughout the live information acquisition method. The first step to required when the tending security incident report is to amass volatile information. Volatile information is vital for investigation. The crime scene as a result of it contain helpful data. What include volatile data? Running process, password in clear text, instant message, executed console command, IP addresses, Trojan horse, unencrypted data. Additional volatile data included logged information, open port and listening, application, registry information, system information, attached devices. This information is asset in determine a logical timeline of the safely incident and also the double users. Now, order of the volatility. The order of the volatility for a typical computer is as follows. First is that register and caches. The information within the register or processor cache on the PC exists around a matter of nanoseconds. They are there forever, ever changing and are the foremost volatile information. Routing table, method table, kernel static and memory. A routing table, ARP caches, kernel static data is within the normal memory of the PC. These are a small amount less volatile than the data within the register with the life associate usually nanosecond. Temporary file system term to be given for an extended time on a PC compared to routing table, ARP caches, and so on. This system square measure eventually overwritten or modified, generally in a second or minute later. Disks are different storage devices. Anything hold on a disk stage for a short time. However, sometime things might fail and erase or write over that information. Therefore, disk information also are volatile with a time period for some minutes. Remote work and observance information associate with the target system. The data that goes through a firewall generated log during a router or during a switch. The totem may restore this log away. The matter is that these logs will overwrite themselves generally every day later, associate hour later, or peak week later. However, usually they are less volatile than a top drive. Physical configuration and topology. Physical configuration and topology are less volatile and have additional lifetime than another logs. And the most least order of volatility is the archival media. Like a DVD-ROM, a fixed storage, or tape will have the smallest amount volatile information, such as a result of that digital is not planning to amend in such information source mechanically anytime, unless broken minute a physical forces. Volatile information assortment methodology. It plays a serious role within the crime scene investigation to confirm no loss occur throughout the gathering the vital proof. The investigator or incident responder ought to follow the right methodology and supply a documented approach for playing activities during a accountable manner. Volatile information assortment methodology, a bit by bit procedure for the volatile information assortment methodology. Step namely here. First step is the incident response preparation. Step 2, incident documentation. Policy verification. Volatile information assortment strategy. Volatile information assortment setup. Volatile information assortment method. This is the step-by-step procedure for volatile information assortment methodology. Every step have during a proper command base and some logically you can manage, and all detail I share in the master PPT with your online platform available. If any doubt, you can knock there. Next is that non-volatile information, understanding data acquisition. So very important. Static data acquisition is refer to the non-volatile data, which does not change its state after the system shutdown. Static data acquisition refer to the process of extracting and gathering the unaltered data storage media from storage media. Source of the non-volatile data include like hard drive, DVD-ROMs, USB drives, flash card, a smartphone, external hard drive like this. These types of data exist in the form of emails, word processing documents, web activities, a spreadsheet, Slack space, swap files, unallocated drive space, and various deleted files. Investigator can repeat the static acquisition on well-preserved disk evidence. Static data recovered from a hard drive included like temporary files, system registries, event system logs, boot sectors, web browser caches, cookies, and hidden file. The basic thumb rule for this data collection for the Windows forensic, this is known as the rule of the thumb. That means refer to the best practice of the process that help to ensure for a favorable outcome on application. In the case of a digital forensic investigation, the better the quality of evidence, the better the analysis and likelihood of the solving the crime. Never perform a forensic investigation or any other process on the original evidence or source of evidence, as it may alter the data and leave the evidence ineligible in the court of the law. Instead, create a duplicate bit stream image of a spurious drive file to the view the static data and work on it. This practice will not only preserve the original evidence, but also provide a chance to recreate a duplicate if something goes wrong. Always produce 2 copies of the original media before starting the investigation. Process of the following purpose. 1 copy is the working copy for analysis. Another copy is a library control copy stored for the disclosure purpose or in the event that working copies get corrupted. If the investigator need to perform a drive-to-drive imaging, use blank media to copy a shrink-wrapped new driver. After duplicating the original media, verify the integrity of copies to the original using hash value such as MD5. Why create a duplicate image? Digital data are most susceptible to loss, damage, and corruption unless the investigator preserve and handling its property. Prior to examination, the investigator should forensically image or duplicate the electronic device data and keep 2 or more copies. Forensic investigators should use only the image data for their investigator. Bit stream image versus backup. So first, bit stream image, also known as the mirror image, and evidence grab backup is the process of creating a duplicate of a hard disk through bit by bit copyright of its data onto another storage media. The process copies all the sector of the target drive, including the hidden and reusable data such as slack space, unused space, residues, swap file, delete file like this. Bit stream program depend on CRC computation in the validation process. These types of imaging require more space and takes more time for the completion. Second is the backup. Backup refers to the process of copying the archiving of the system data, which can help to restore the system to its previous state in case of a breakdown, security incident, or data loss. Backup do not capture the same or the complete disk data. Instead, they include OS data such as the live file system structure. These types of data duplication does not contain slack space, deleted file, residues, etc. This purpose often modify the timestamp and other feature, thus contaminating the timeline. What is the issue with the data duplication? Data duplication is the process of creating a copy of data that a replica of the original sources. The various issues associated with the data duplications, like data duplication process can sometime override the data fragment and damage its integrity. The process can alter the data stored in the Windows web file, which temporarily store in the information a RAM does not use. During the data duplication, the devices used to copy can also write the data to the original evidence source and destroy its authenticity, leaving it unacceptable in the court of law. In the contamination of original data, the critical evidence is lost, which can become a problem in the investigation process. There are chances of the tampering with the duplication data as well as. Windows forensic methodology. Most of the system store data related to the current session in the temporary from the access registry, cache, and RAM. So this data is easily lost when the user switches system up, so resulting in the loss of the session information. Therefore, investigator need to extract it as a priority. So what procedure now? So volatile information referred to the data stored in the registry, cache, and RAM and devices. So the volatile information is in the nature of dynamic in nature and keep on the changing with time. So investigators should be able to collect data in the real time. First is that. Second is that volatile data exit in a physical memory or RAM and conjugate the process information, process to port mapping, process memory, network connection, clipboard content, state of the system like this. The investigator must collect this data during the live acquisition process. System time, the first step while investigation an incident in the collection of the system time. System time refer to the exact date and time of the day when the incident happened as per the coordinate universal time. The system provides the system time so that the application launches have access to the accurate time and date. The knowledge of the system time will give a great deal of context to the information collected in the subsequent step. It would also assist in developing an accurate timeline of events that have occurred on the system apart from the current system time. Information about the amount of the time that the system has been running or the uptime can also provide a great deal of the context to the investigation process. Logged on user already before when we start today my session, so we just directly go the practical session. So now here just explain again and same go ahead. During the investigation, investigator must gather detail of all the user logged onto the suspected system. This not only include the information of the people logged on locally, but also those who had remote access to the system. This information allow an investigator to add context to the other information collected from the system, such as the user context of a running process, the owner of a file, or the lost access time on file. It is also useful to collect system time information with the security event log, particularly if the admin has been enabled appropriate auditing. So already in the morning, in my session starting. So this logged on user, their most popular tools and command. This is a PS logged on net session and logged on session. So here again idea regarding this, PS logged on is an applet that display both the locally logged on the user and user logged via resources for either the local computer or a remote one. If you specify a user name instead of a computer, the PS logged on search the computer in the network neighborhood and tell you if user is currently logged in. So here again system syntax PS logged in. This is retail. So meaning of every syntax is here in this table form. So hyphen, that means show the option and measurement unit the output of the value. And minus L is that display only the local logon. Minus X does not display local time. And double backward computer name, system name of the which login information should be given, shown, and usernames, search the network for the those system with that user the login. So this is the command. I'll already screenshot starting this session today. So I show you, and same PPT you again visit and do, and also you can do practically. And I will also share a video for all practical session as much my side possible. Logged on user net session command. The second is the so same manner it will be used without parameter, and it display information about all logged session of the local computer. By using the command, one can view the computer name and user name on a server. It can also help us to see if user have any open file and how long each user session has been in the table idle mode. So what's the syntax for the this net session command? So net session, that is the backward double backward computer name, and for the deleting, forward delete. So what is the benefit of the this command? To identify the computer for which you want the list or disconnect the session, and same manner delete, forward delete. So it show end of the computer session with the computer name and close all and open file on the computer session. Net help command display help for the specific net command. Now next is the login session tool. It listed the currently active logged on session. If you specify -P option, so it can provide you the information of the processes running in each session. So what syntax? -C, T, L, and -P. So if -C, this is the print output as a CVC, -CT. Printer CT print out as a table here. Listed process running the login on the system -P. Okay. Next is that Windows forensic analysis. So such types of command already I will share in my separate PPT and with a screenshot through the online learning management portal. So kindly download, and easily you can practically demonstration you can do it. Now, what is the meaning of the Windows forensic analysis? So there are in Windows forensic analysis, generally in-depth analysis of Windows operating system, analysis of the Windows system artifact. The Windows artifact are the object which hold information about the activities that are performed by the Windows user. The types of information and the location of the artifact varies from one operating system to another. Windows artifact contains sensitivity information that is collected and analyzed at the time of forensic analysis. Forensic artifact that the forensic object that has some forensic value, any object that contains some data or evidence of some time that has occurred, like log, register, highways, and many more. In this session, we have some investigator what's performing during forensic analysis. So showing here, the first is the recycle being one by one analysis. The first is the recycle bin. The Windows recycle bin contains some great artifact like file containing metadata. You can file this file under the path. This is the command. And same manner, if you're firing the command $recycle bin, so this is the showing you the command for the deleted file. Okay. So in the recycle bin, easily you can recover. That is easy. And second in the browser, you can forensic check. So web browser contain a lot of information like cookies. Okay. So firing this such types of information website to download this file. And Windows error reporting. This feature enable user to inform Microsoft about application fault, kernel fault, unresponsive application, and other application specific problem. This feature provides us with the various artifacts like program execution. If the malicious program crashes during the program execution, so you can locate these artifacts the following location by the you can check C program data, Microsoft Windows, report archive, and the same different user you can also say. So this is just idea regarding this, and critical screenshot is available in for master PPT. It will be with you. If you hopefully you can download from the online portal. Now remote desktop protocol caches when the using the MSTC, the client that is the providing by the Windows RDP can be used to move laterally through the network. Caches files are creating containing the section of the screen of the machine to which we are connected and to that is really changing. This caches file can be located the by directory. You can check here. And what tool like BMC tool like. So this is in India is very download github.com. Another also location is available. So can be used extract image stored in the disk cache file. Next is the link file. LNX file, that is the Windows shortcut file. LNX file in point to other file are executable for to access. You can find following information during this file. The original path of the target file, timestamp of the boot, the target file, and .lnk file, file attribute like system hidden etc. Detail about the disk remote location or location and usually MAC address of the machine. So you can use like this program library. So here also link is available with your PPT. You can download, no problem. I will separate link is also share with all of you through the online portal. So request to all of you already informed to you ki timely you can do activities and download everything in the online portal. It will be help upcoming future to all of you. Now the jump list, they contain information about the recently accessed application and file. This feature was introduced Windows 7 and onward. Today now we go for the latest operating system. So it is not too much useful, but such types of possibilities available in current Windows operating system. Automatic destination.ms. This jump list created automatically when a user open a file or an application. They are located under the path. This is the path is given on screen. See user and application data finally go to the automatic destinations. Same the customizations MS. So this jump list of the custom made and are created when user pin a file or an application. They are located on the category what file where location. So same manner under user category you can go to the recent customer destination. Next is the pre-fetches file like Now, what types of prefaces file contain? Application name, application path, last execution timestamp, creation timestamp. This file can be located under the same, go to the Windows and preface. So you can use also tool here. So you can directly window preface PowerShell tools and download from this location. So these all help can you can do it. In the last Windows forensic is the most important. Without tool and command, we can't do anything. So here a list of the top 10 and top Windows open source tools. It may be help for Windows forensic. The first tool is the Magnet encrypted disk detector, Magnet RAM capture, Wireshark, RAM capture, Nmap, network miner, AutoStree, forensic investigator, hash my file, crowd response, exif tools, and forensic acquisition of website. So this is the most important and more overall Windows forensic. What is the conclusion? Windows computer forensic involve analysis of a computer system and identify trace or evidence of activities leading to a criminal activity. In the sense, much of the criminal activities in current world have more than one link to computing environment, or at least have some other relation to the computer. So most of the criminal other investigation tend to find trace the data or information in a computer system that can lead to conclusion or at least lead to support a theory pertaining a criminal offense. Windows forensic involve analyzing various aspects of Windows for malicious and spurious threats of the data in order to reach an evidential conclusion of any cases. The Windows forensic process is to analyze, gathering information for activities that look place in a Windows system. Aspect of Windows like the registry file, cookies bin, memory status contain initial information that can be used to promise a conclusion. So Windows forensic is the most important part of current time if you go for the computer forensic. So definitely you have basic idea of the Microsoft Windows operating system. So today just summarize, due to the lack of the time span, and here from this PPT help to you. And the master PPT I will share, and this PPT also I share with all of you. And the master PPT, one by one command will be there. If you are aware, well aware about the Windows system, so you can practically can do it. And one video also share with you, a practical video, so you can also do it. And more practical, live practical if required, so time will I will provide separate if you wish. Okay, so this is the Windows forensic basic idea, and another master PPT I just rough idea because we have 240 number of PPT here. So in this PPT, we one by one, everyone through the proper command base and how to analyze Windows forensic in showing this. Okay, so hopefully you are all can do it. So now time to the conclude the today's session. Any question, any doubt regarding material, and any question if you in your mind, you can ask. Again, any question? Yes. First, Lavanya, first tell me, are you your background from software field or yes or no? Thank you, thank you. So I think master PPT is more help for you. And Mr. Arif. Okay, So I try, I compare, thinking about it, I make two PPT, one PPT for the general purpose, this live session I show to you, and another is the complete practical based PPT. So I sharing both material in the online platform. Please try there. If any issue, you can help of me, either Neeraj sir, one more faculty here. So live demonstration also we can do it. Okay. So any more question regarding any doubt or any suggestion, so you can tell me. Mr. Cow, Arif, I. Otherwise today's Jamie ma'am. Otherwise today's session now over for the listening to properly. Thank you for today. Amanya ma'am, any question? Otherwise conclude the session now. Mr. Sogan, yes sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, namaste to everyone, and thank for listening today, and see you tomorrow again with our steganography. One Madam Nilufar ma'am, she is the professor, so she contain the cryptography and steganography. So, some small session from her. So hopefully you are enjoying tomorrow. So thank for today and have a nice day. Namaste. See you tomorrow, all of you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.